Hey, welcome to my channel and to another No Tag Tuesday. I'm sorry, I drew a blank. We'll just say these questions were done by Mr. and Miss Chaos, Jen and Steve over at Embracing Chaos with Jen. So be sure and go over there and check them out. As a matter of fact, everybody who are the usual participants in this tag will be linked in a whole channel list below, so be sure and go watch everybody. And if you would happen to have a channel and you would want to do the tag and you would want to be included, just let me know and we will get you added in and make sure that you get the questions in time to look over them and film it, at your leisure, not just the last minute. Next week's questions, well, we have a schedule. And Joan was on the schedule, but she sent us the questions, and she said they were Doug's question. Lord, I thought my camera flipped off and we didn't even have it on. I was, y'all know I do that too many times, but yeah, she said they was Doug's questions.
Okay, good.
So, listen, y'all know I didn't let him have none of them when it was my turn. So, this week, the questions, the title of the tag is your age is showing questions. We got some age on us, don't we, honey?
Yeah, we do.
Number 1, do you go by a nickname?
Go ahead.
Why do you always make me go first?
Ladies first.
Oh, at least he thinks I'm a lady. Deed. That's the only nickname I've ever had was Deed. D-E-E-D-E. And that's because my mama, on my mama's side, did not like the name Kim. Said she wasn't going to call me Kim. She refused to. Till the day she died, I only heard her maybe a handful of times at that call me by my actual name. And when she did, it didn't sound right because she always just called me Deed. It wasn't Dee Dee, it was just Deed. So that's the only nickname I've ever had.
Mine was Clem from Red Skelton Show. My dad used to call me that.
And your dad was Georgie Pooh, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Georgie Pooh. Yeah. Well, even till the day he died, I used to call him George. I never called him by dad either, his nickname or his full name or whatever. I used to say, "Hey George," he knew who I was talking to.
Yep.
Because we done it so long. It started when I was, just a little thing, and
I don't think that I ever heard you call him by his regular name.
No.
That's all I ever heard you call him by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just stuck over the years. When we used to go to the lake and stuff, we all had our own little nicknames and stuff, and yeah.
Now this is an easy one, I think, for both of us. Are you named after anyone? Nope.
No, my mama did wanted my first name to be a Bible name, and they were the first house they lived at. They were sitting on the front porch, and they came up with David, and they said that's it. That's what we want it to be, and
well, then you kind of were named after somebody.
Yeah, they wanted a biblical name, and.
Number 3, what show do you wish would come back from your childhood? I thought on that one and it popped into my head. Lost in Space.
There you go.
I loved that show. Oh my gosh. I loved that show. If they would just bring back the reruns, I would watch it. I don't care how cheesy it was. When you were a kid, it was not cheesy.
No. And what was the other one?
Land of the Lost.
There you go. There you go.
He knows. Yeah. Both of them have the word lost in it.
Yeah.
That's too funny. What would you have come back?
Oh, man. There was a bunch. I reckon my favorite would be Speed Buggy and $6 Million Man was I used to watch that a lot, which it actually come back on some channels here where we live at. It come back on as like a rerun.
Yeah, it comes on in the mornings now.
Yeah.
Every time I hear him do that on there, no matter where I am in the kitchen, and it makes him laugh every single time. I don't know why.
Yeah, but that was I'd have to say that would be two that really sticks out.
Excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee in case y'all don't know me. Where we're at, number 4. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be?
Go ahead.
Well, I thought on that one, and one popped right into my mind too. Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
I loved Casper. Listen, I loved a lot of cartoons because I was raised on TV. So I loved all the cartoons. I mean, there's tons and tons of cartoons I loved. So it'd be hard to pinpoint one. But when I was thinking about a character, I'm like, well, I'd like to be Casper. Well, first of all, he's friendly. I'm pretty friendly. Well,
yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And he could fly around and just do stuff. And he was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Casper.
Yeah, I'd have to say mine would be Speed Racer. I used to watch that a lot too.
You'd probably like to be Speed Racer. Get out there on the road in your 69 Camaro and tear it up. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know you would. You'd like me to take you up to the Mooresville drag strip.
Yeah, I might have to do that once I get her going.
Oh, no, you're not. We too old for that. You got crinkly bones. You can't be you can't be going to no drag strip. No. If we was in our 20s or 30s, I'd go and be on the sideline hooping and hollering for you, but Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Let's see. You know I skip them all the time. Let me make sure where I'm at. Number 5. If you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? I knew this one immediately.
Go ahead.
You can go.
Go ahead.
It was a purple velvet floppy hat that I had when, I don't remember, I was a teenager. I loved that hat. Y'all know the kind of hat I'm talking about? The tall up here and then the floppy around. Y'all, you know a floppy hat.
Yeah.
Purple velvet. I would wear that. I would wear that thing today if I had it. You watch me. I would put that thing on my head. I don't know whatever happened to it. I would love to have that hat back. You know, over the years I have often looked for one looking the same, but I can find floppy hats, which I just never have bought one because I just want that one, which I never find it. And I think a hat counts as an article of clothing, don't you?
I would think so, yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. Mine would have to be these Levi's shirts they used to wear. They're actually coming back. If you watch some commercials, they're actually in style now. They're coming back from the old days. But I would have to say that. And my jean jacket. I used to have my favorite jean jacket I used to wear.
Yes.
Yep.
OMG. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic now because I had a jean jacket that Mama, the same one that wouldn't call me by my name, sewed on all the patches. Did you have patches on yours?
No, mine was just plain.
Mine was covered in patches, front and back. Front and back!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would love to have that thing. Why do we get rid of things?
I don't know. Well, I had to get rid of mine because it was basically wore out. I wore it so much, it was just threadbare. And or it got too small, one of the two.
Listen, oh gosh. I'm glad you brought that memory back to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my memories come back. Just sudden flashes of things I didn't remember until then all of a sudden I do.
Mm-hmm.
Which, obviously. Number 6, if you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear? You go first.
I'd have to say Abe Lincoln. I've heard a lot about him over the years, and I think I'd like to hear him speak.
I don't know. I don't do history. I can't even think of anybody. I know last time we had a tag, and we had this almost question about who would you like to come back and have dinner with? There's something about somebody in history. Who would you like to sit with or whatever? And I mean, you both are like, I don't know. And I was especially like, I don't do history. I don't know people in history. I don't know of anybody that I want to talk to because I don't know enough about history to know what they know that I might want to be interested in. And then y'all was like, you couldn't think of this person or that person. I'm like, well, maybe I could, but now I never forgot who y'all said. so I'm taking a pass.
Nothing's really coming to mind to me. I mean, like I say, I've heard a lot about him over the years.
What
They said he was a very smart man, but I'd like to hear him speak. Yeah.
What I tell them a couple weeks ago?
I don't know.
We not deep.
Oh yeah.
We about as deep as a what?
I don't know.
Kiddie pool.
Oh, okay.
Still stands. 2-3 weeks later, we are still no deeper than we were back then.
Yep.
Number 6. I'm taking a pass on this one already. What is your Roy? You know what I was going to. What is your favorite childhood memory? I cannot. First of all, I don't have a lot of memories. I have certain memories. Not all of them good. But a favorite one, I can't pin down a favorite one because then I feel like I'm not being fair to all the other ones.
Yep.
Is that how you feel?
That's it. I've had too many to be just
pinpointing one.
I mean, that's
and I know that if there was one that sticks out, I've already forgot it.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be giving you something lame.
Yeah, like I'd come up 10 minutes from now and have another great one,
Have another one, exactly. So, taking a pass, Steve.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And Jen. Number 8, my first ever cell phone. We had the same kind, didn't we? I think you had a cell phone before I did because you was out at work and you needed it.
Yeah, that was back when I was trucking and I needed it to call places.
Well, you first started with a beeper, remember?
I actually started with a beeper.
Started with a beeper before the cell phones hit.
Yep.
But what kind was that phone?
Nokia with the pull-up antenna.
The big where you hold it in your hand.
Yeah, it was a big one. It wasn't a flip phone or nothing like that. They hadn't come out with that yet.
There was a girl we worked with, and fun fact, she works with my son now. I'm not going to give her name. When we were over at the last location of the terminal, not over here in Concord, we was over in Charlotte, she had a cell phone, and it was the kind that come in a big pack that you had to plug into your car. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever because we worked at night, and she drove back and forth to work. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever that she had this gigantic cell phone. So that was probably her first one. We never had one of those, but I can't remember my first. I know the first one was a Nokia because we had Nokias for a while.
Yeah, we did. And then it got to where we was having roaming charges, and that was back when roaming was a bit hot and heavy back then. And man, it was, because I'd be up here in Virginia somewhere trying to call down here, and that'd have so much roaming and all that charges and all that. Yeah, we had to get out of that as soon as we could.
Number 9, the first book I remember reading.
I'd have to say like Dr. Seuss and stuff like that when I was a kid. That was my first book.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I remember reading Dr. Seuss and stuff when I was in
Hop on Pop was my favorite.
There you go.
Go Dog Go was really my favorite.
Yeah.
Who is my mother is my favorite.
Who's the other one? Which one? The one with the dog?
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Love that one. Yeah. The dog, that was Go Dog Go.
Go Dog Go, yeah, I remember that.
Go Dog Go. That one of them, I wish I still had it. I would pass it on to one of the grandchildren. It was the most dog-eared, tore-up book that I owned, I think. I have forgot about Dr. Seuss. I don't know if that came before. I remember the C. Dick Run, CJ, the Dick, Jane, and Spot
Yeah, that was
books. I don't remember if...
Because it was all right there together. We started in, first grade, kindergarten, stuff like that. So you kind of, it all blends in together there. But that was about...
They were all about the same.
Yeah, they were all about first grade, kindergarten.
How could I forget Dr. Seuss?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, I got those...
Run, Dog, Run.
Go, Dog, Go.
Go, Dog, Go. Yeah, I remember that one very well. Mm-hmm.
Listen, Are You My Mother? When he goes around and then they got all the spots on them. And listen, I love the Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
No, we're up to number 10. But that's not all. What is something silly you believed as a child?
Man, I don't know.
Well, I'll start.
Go ahead.
That I could dig to China. We lived out here over on the country, in the country, and I used to go out under the swing set and bury marbles. And I would go back and try to dig them up, thinking that them marbles had gone to China. And I was down there trying to dig to China to find my marbles.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of something that I would believe in.
Hold on just a minute. I'm sorry. I was having a coughing jag. I'm taking a pill over here and it's helped it out, but I was afraid me and him get to laughing, I was going to get to coughing. And then here I cough and not even laughing.
Yeah.
So I know you believe some stupid stuff. Come on.
Nothing.
Don't act.
Nothing that really jumps out at me.
Probably because you still believe in it and you don't think it's silly.
No.
Now I'm going to start coughing. This is a bonus question from Steve. Who was your celebrity crush growing up?
Go ahead.
I knew he was going to say that. I just might as well have started it. I'm going to have to go with Donny Osmond. Love me some Donny Osmond. Go away, little girl.
Mm-hmm.
They called it puppy love. Listen, I can't sing to begin with, and on top of this little crackly voice, I know I can't sing. But you know I did love me some Donny Osmond with his favorite color, purple. Yes, I did.
Yep. Mine would have to be, the first one was Christy McNichol.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, that was when I was young. Then as I got older in my teens and stuff, it was Suzanne Summers and Farrah Fawcett. And
did you have the Farrah Fawcett poster?
Sure did. I had the rug. I didn't have the poster. I had the rug.
She had a rug?
Mm-hmm. Had it hanging on my wall.
No, you didn't.
Sure did. And it was very rare. You didn't find them very much, but I had the rug. Yeah.
Well, it must be rare. I didn't know there was such a thing. It was of the poster, but it was the rug.
The same poster, her in the bathing suit and everything, but it was a rug instead of a poster. Yep.
I bet that thing'd be worth something today.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So anyway, that's all the questions. I think we got through them pretty good. We didn't have to pass, but on a couple.
Yeah, I think.
So I think we did good. So thanks for joining us. Remember, next week was Doug's questions. So I look forward to those. And again, if you want to join in on the fun, let me know. We'll get you involved. We'll get your email. We'll get your channel list. And if you don't have a channel, if you just want to answer the questions, put them down below in the description box. You can do that too. So that's it for us this week. And we'll see you in our next video.
See ya.